This is Kris Jenner at 70. This is Shruti at 49. This is Lindsay Lohan at 39. And now this is Kylie Jenner at 25 and Millie Bobby Brown at 21.
I'm Gen Z. I'm 26.
If 20 is the new 40,
I'm not 36. Do I look 36?
what happens when you turn 30?
Kylie, are you 40? You're 26.
I'm 25. You're like 30.
Kylie, that is so rude.
What?
I'm 27. I have
30.
2 more good years in me.
You're basically 30.
Okay.
So when I turn 27, you can call me 32. But you'll be 40 by that time.
In the age where 8-year-olds are using retinol for their anti-aging night routine raises the question, is 30 old? Depending on where you grew up. I grew up in China where 30 has always been this expiration date. If you're not married by 30, you're left over. 30 is the age you're supposedly losing your beauty and youth. And then moving to Canada and the US, seeing the Forbes 30 on their 30s makes you think if you haven't built your billion-dollar venture by 29, you're a freaking loser. When did life end after 30? And when did 30 suddenly become so old? It's all marketing. In light of Queens, Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Jennie Kim turning 30 as your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, let's break down the 3 marketing manipulations behind what turned 30 into this old and scary age to give you immunity. As well as, on the other spectrum, can we really live forever young? One thing for certain is you shouldn't sacrifice your feet for fashion at any age. So excited that Vivaya is today's sponsor because the Vivaya Sneakerina are the softest ballerina flats I've ever worn. They perfected the balance of eco-friendly tech, comfort, and style. It's a luxury satin ballet sneaker that's actually feather light and foldable. You get the trendy double shoelace look with zero maintenance because yes, they are 100% machine washable. Of course, I brought them with me on this trip. And of course, I got them in multiple timeless colors because they're elegant enough for the boardroom, but comfy enough for 10K steps. While reminding you that your girlhood is ageless. Join millions of women choosing comfort. Click the link below or use VZOE for 12% off that is exclusive to our community. But unlike Vivaya, why does life seem barely 10% after 30? First, when did 30 suddenly become old?
These are our years, Kendall. You're basically 30.
Okay.
So when I turn 27, you can call me 32. But you'll be 40 by that time.
To keep the community small to only ambitious people who want to grow, please do not subscribe if you do not want to invest in expanding your critical thinking. Before marketing, before capitalism, before Kardashians, before brands. In The Evolution of Desire by David Buss, which I read the full 354 pages, you're welcome. The cornerstone study across 37 cultures, 6 continents, 10,000 plus participants breaks down that in selecting females as mates, men place higher value on, first, youthfulness as a cue for fertility, second, waist to hip ratio as a health and reproductive signal. But when exactly was youthfulness? Mind you, life expectancy in England during the Renaissance was only 35 to 40 years old. 35 is like 80. Now, Cleopatra getting married at 18 seems late. Juliet in Romeo and Juliet was only 13, specified as not quite 14, quote, a fortnight and odd days shy of her birthday. Whereas 12-year-old Gen Alphas today can't even read.
Read this word. What?
And most people certainly live past 35.
Woo!
But why are the girls so anxious about aging and starting retinol at 8? And wait, aren't there tons of beauties who seem to not have a clock? Introducing marketing manipulation number 1. Selling scarcity. Just like how the air keeping you alive is free 99, but diamonds can be worth hundreds of millions. The more rare, the higher the perceived value. That's the paradox of scarcity, and that is very easily created through marketing. How? Through making the impossible possible. Unnatural natural. That's why the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner's surgeon must work harder. Because something miraculous happened between Kris at 69 and 70. Not only did she get 1 year wiser, but she also looks like one of the sisters at her 70th birthday. Yes, 70. Or did any of the Kardashians age after the dreadful 30? All you need, my dear, is a little over $230,000 and access to the hottest surgeon. No big deal. This is way better than flexing a diamond Himalaya Birkin or owning a private jet, like so many people have those already. But looking like you're 29 when you're 70, that, my dear, is scarce. That, my dear, is status. Naturally, more and more ageless beauties emerged. Did Lindsay Lohan really just quote-unquote eat cleaner to reverse 20 years off her face? It doesn't matter. What is more important is 30s looking like 20s is no longer impressive. Even 40s looking like 20s is not impressive because 70-year-old Kris just inflated the youth inflation. Where young is not young enough anymore. Not only 30-year-olds feel the pressure to look 20 now, but also 40, 50, 60, 70-year-olds, pushing the deadline earlier and earlier to 20 and eventually 12-year-olds. Oh, don't have $230,000 for the best facelift? Well, you just have to settle by investing at least a few $1,000s on serums, night creams, eye creams, red light panels, oh, and med spa appointments. Don't get me wrong, I love all of the above, but I dislike how keeping your skin healthy is sold with youth as a commodified, mass-produced status symbol.
Lately, I'm obsessed with this rejuvenating duo by Sunbroom editor
as something you have to buy.
And it's just so hurtful. I look old.
And if looking like you're 20 at all ages will soon be diluted to lose status, the youth inflation begs the scary question. What's the new status symbol going to be? Looking like you're 10? A fetus? Meanwhile, the fetuses are also worried about the same thing.
I use collagen every day because I really don't want those wrinkles. I got it in Korea.
You're 12.
Marketing manipulation number 2. Selling emotions. Emotional marketing uses targeted emotion-driven messages such as joy, nostalgia, or fear to form deep connections with consumers that influences purchasing. Fear-based marketing specifically sells you what you don't want to happen. Threats, losses, dangers. Psychology 101. People fear loss way more than they value gain. For example, smoking kills. Don't lose collagen. Don't lose beauty. Don't lose yourself. The first anti-aging campaign was perhaps most cited as Pond's cold cream in 1914 that explicitly warned women about wrinkles, claimed regular use of their cream could delay visible aging, used fear-based copy plus authority language, quotes, experts agree. And this was the first time that aging became personal responsibility. Aging in marketing evolved beyond just cosmetic. It's existential. If youth equals femininity, then aging equals identity collapse. Then what's a few $1,000s compared to losing your identity? This is why 12-year-olds spend hundreds on anti-aging when they still have a bedtime.
Average skincare routine as an 11-year-old.
That's why 30 feels like death, literally. It's a death of an identity.
You're like 30.
Kylie, that is so rude.
What?
I'm 27. I have
30.
2 more good years in me.
But perhaps the hardest to see through is marketing manipulation number 3. Selling normality. God forbid a flawless goddess with no pore like Kylie Jenner is filmed with no filters and bad lighting. The world freaks out. Not because of how quote-unquote old she looks. No, she looks fine, still gorgeous. Just not like her quote-unquote usual self.
It's not makeup, it's Photoshop.
And this is exactly why I used to think 30 is so old. It's been in the media and conversations all around me growing up, amplified and distorted in the most malicious ways against the most unrealistic standards. Until in my 20s, I became friends with a bunch of actual 30-year-olds, and they look like they're just in their 20s, but wiser, hotter, and richer. Do they have 0 pores like Instagram Kylie Jenner? No, but they look real and beautiful. But thanks to poreless, beautiful creatures on both of our feeds, it is somewhat a mystery how a quote-unquote normal 30-year-old looks like. And this ambiguity leaves so much room for marketing. Shout out to my colleagues. The difference between seeing cigarette as sexy and feminine or disgusting and makes you ugly is all marketing. And the marketers understood. Nothing triggers emotion faster than a ticking clock. And 30 became a convenient deadline for marketers. Except no amount of serum or surgery can make your skin as buttery smooth as the Paris filter. And even Kylie Jenner doesn't look like Kylie Jenner in real life. The abuse of fillers and Botox will come back and bite the skin in ugly ways. Perhaps what is actually aging the girls is our constant worries about aging. And as Jennie Kim just turned 30, it's not about her looking youthful that makes me hopeful, but that her soul is lit up with youthful spirit and lightness that I believe is the true serum to living forever young. No matter how much the era capitalizes on youth and begins the commodification of your body at a younger and younger age, 30 seems just like the right age, or more so, every new age seems to be the right age, with more poise and grace that creates a beauty that can't be replicated by a facelift or filter. And this is why, oddly enough, I'll be excited to enter my 30s. Because every birthday, I only grew to know myself better and like myself better. And whatever age you are, I hope you find the beauty in living at such a special time. Because although marketing can sell you scarcity, emotions, and even normality, it cannot sell you back the time you spent worrying about all the things you'll only gracefully smile at in 50 years. So give it a smile today. If you want to unlearn pop culture through a smarter branding perspective, follow the pod for more. Give it a 5-star review that matches the star you are. This is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Episodes are available on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. And if you don't hate this episode, I know you might not hate these other two I made just for you.